Good evening, brothers, sisters, and gender norm resistors. It's time for some more Powerwash Simulator 2 with me, your host, Ollamh. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, we're back at it. We are going to a farm where somebody's trying to flip it, apparently. But thankfully, we don't have to do any, remodeling or anything. We just need to hose it down. So that's something at least. We've kind of gotten a bit more information. There's a mining the mining thing, the mining place that is where the massive trucks have been apparently passing by the gas station that we cleaned. Is under strict security, massively strict security, which is a little odd. But you know, hey, we're here. We've been there. We actually went there to clean a cement mixer, and then apparently had to sign an NDA after the fact. And it's like you can't force me to sign an NDA after I've already seen what I've seen. That's bullshit. But yeah, so we are getting a bit more information as far as things that are going down. So with that said, let's just go ahead and jump right into the game, shall we? So yes, it's Annie Mall. Oh, it's you. Great. Love the name change. It suits you. You'll be pleased to know that you're not the only one adapting. With everything that's going on lately, we're trying our hands at regenerative farming. This barn is to be our new farm shop, front and center. It needs to look the part, and I know you've got that covered. Don't worry yourself about my pooches running around, getting in the way and biting your ankles. I've sent everyone I could find off to the dog cafe for the day. Okay, well that's good. That means that the cats aren't going to be too scared. So, speaking of the cats, where are they? I think we had seen them when we were taking the pictures and stuff yesterday. Trying to remember where they were, though. I hear a chicken. Alright, we've got a big old silo. It is filthy as can be. Well, there's Ulysses. Yes, good kitty. Where's your kittens? Did you lose your kittens again? Oh, well, there's one of them. There's Bubbles. Just snoozing away, it looks like. And just to make things a little bit easier on us, we're going to say always on. Clean the butt. Oh, there's the weather vacancy. And yeah, the mayor is still determined that he wants his cat back, and he is even threatening legal action if we do not return Ulysses. Even though he told us that if we found the damn cat, we could keep it when he, ran away from town 3 years ago. And that's the other thing. We have apparently, it's apparently been 3 years since the first game. We found that one out at the bandstand. Why do I think the other kitten is, like, over bothering the chickens? Don't know if you've heard about all the gerrymandering our friendly mayor Jeff Jefferson's been doing lately. Well, he's just changed up the little town boundaries so that our little farm is Pumpington now and not Muckingham. I know exactly why. Why would he do something like that? That doesn't exactly make a lot of sense. Okay, there we go. I mean, besides the fact that, you know, he probably doesn't exactly like Muckingham as a city because, you know, he was the mayor there and then he, like, you know, got caught doing naughty shit and had to run away. You have goats here too, apparently. Yeah, I am kind of curious as to why he would, you know, like switch up the town boundaries and stuff like that. I wouldn't be surprised if this was like some kind of, you know, cheap way of making sure that he gets the votes that he wants. That's usually why you gerrymander something. Alright, where the hell would the... There we go. It's like, does Pumpington pay more in taxes? The tax rate higher for Pumpington or something? Like, I could totally see that being why he would do it too. It's like, hey, we can get more money from Pumpington if the farm just happens to be, you know, in that area, in that township rather than anything else. All right. Now let's go ahead and do this, the edges for this one here. All right, we should probably be using an extension for this. Hear your cows. You guys have a lot of animals. I thought you were flipping this, but apparently this is like they're trying to revitalize their farm. Maybe trying to foil the Jeff Jefferson's dastardly plans for the county. Here's a question. Can we use this to... Oh, yeah. This actually does pretty good on here. I mean, it's not quite a flat surface, but... not too bad. What is that texture? What the heck kind of mark what left a mark like that? Almost looked like a tire tread or something. It's like how would a tire tread get up on the roof of a barn? Big confusion here. Guessing we're probably gonna have to like there's probably like an edge or something. All right. Let's go ahead and get this other side. So whoever it is that owns this farm does not like Jeff Jefferson the 13th. Which automatically makes me like them. He is the worst. That's a good possibility, and I had kind of thought about that. It's like, maybe. I mean, if this thing hasn't been washed since it was constructed, yeah, it might have, the material might have gotten a little smudged up and everything. All right, so now we need to go back to here. And hello, Moon Mage, as always. Welcome. And dried leaves, or maybe like leaf paste. Like they were dried leaves, then they were they were dry leaves when they got up here, and then they've been rained on so much that they're just now mush. Ooh. True. And we did find out a little bit from this job already. Apparently, Jeff Jefferson the 13th is gerrymandering the hell out of Caldera County. Like this farm has always been part of Muckingham, but now it's part of Pumpington. Makes me wonder how legitimate his contest really is. Ma'am, you have some serious funk going on your windows up here. All right, there we go. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It might be. It's probably like black mold or something like that. For some reason, that stuff just really sticks onto the windows here. They have some special black mold or something going on. Like, I am a little concerned at the fact that this gal, like, called us from another, called us another name. And was like, oh, you changed your business name. Oh, I like this one much better. It's like, we didn't change anything, ma'am. You sure you called the right people? The people that you intended to call? Okay, so quite obviously we're going to have to hit the sides of the front and back sides of the roof as well. You see, now that we're Pumpkin, we can't draw water out of the Ollamh River. Our farming instantly becomes completely unsustainable. The mayor's trying to shut me down, presumably for revenge for the monks from the temple that were up on the hill egging his mansion years ago. I thought her name sounded familiar. The man's pettiness knows no bound. Yeah, that sounds about right. So you're the one that was like making use of the monks free, you know, willing to do labor for you for free, huh? I can't say as I mind the idea of you, you know, going out of business. It just makes you wonder what he's going to do to the temple. I mean, in theory, it's a historical site, so he can't do much with it, but, I mean, that doesn't mean he ain't going to try. Of course, how many people know that? Well, I mean, I guess he did know that, you know, that the monks were the ones that egged his house, because he did try and he tried to get revenge on them. Granted, it backfired and like plastered its the plane that he was in got plastered with egg, but. I'm sure just pleased him to no end. So this is actually the same one that's by the temple. Can we see the temple from here? I mean, we can see all the different farms and stuff, but I don't see any temples. God, this thing is so soothing to use. Like when you get into the groove with this thing, it's just like, oh yeah, that's the stuff. Like, why are you not? Seriously, what the hell? All right. It is a little wonky as far as like finding surfaces and stuff like that. Okay, that sounded like a sick cow. But you know what? He doesn't figure on us county folk fighting back. We've been studying the polyculture, rotating crops and animals, minimal water usage, just what we needed. If the county mayor thinks he's stitched us up, then he can think again. Good, fight back against the asshole. Just don't go, you know, using the monks against him. Those monks have been through enough. Dandelion fluff? I'm still pretty sure one of the cats is out bothering the animals. Like, I mean, I understand crop rotation is important. Crop rotation is an important thing. I need to put my watch on the charger. But I don't think crop rotation is going to help you out as far as, like, you know, not being able to access the same amount of water and stuff. Well, let's see. The cats, we found where Ulysses is, and I think it was Bubbles. Yeah, Bubbles is over there on the car. Ulysses is right down there. I still haven't found Squeak yet, I think. All right. Of course, I'm still waiting for us to get back from a job and, you know, one of the cats, if not both of them, to be gone. Or the kittens, at least. Wait, that's right. We need to get up in here, too. That or watch the other cat would be like all the way up on the frickin' silo or something. Taking after their mama, loving to be in high dangerous places. Get off the frickin' ladder. Don't make me take your ladder privileges away. Those are very, very white, frickin' gutters there, man. Almost painfully white. Almost hurt the eyes. Whoop, shit. Alright, there's most of that gutter. Alright. Take it like this, and we'll aim down as much as we can. So that we'll take it slow. New job is Park Ranger Adams. Heat cleaning. What are you like with coordinates? We found a goodness knows what over by Power Falls, but it's way out in the wilderness. That looks like Stonehenge, sir. What is it doing over here? I mean, I'm pretty good with coordinates. As long as I have something to be able to, like, tell me where those coordinates meet up and stuff like that. Like what are the coordinates and where am I starting from? That's kind of the important part about using coordinates, is being able to tell when you've reached them. I mean, granted, I'm pretty sure I'll know when I've reached them because I'll see this, you know, strange Stonehenge looking thing, but... Alright, I'm pretty sure I've got enough of it up there that we don't necessarily need to. Alright, we'll crouch down so that we'll take it slow as well. Alright, the gutter is what we're supposed to be, is what we're wanting to focus on. Drain pipe is separate from just the gutter. Begs the question of, is there an up and in? we're definitely going to need one of our scaffoldings for that. Back it down to the medium boy. What is it about gutters that are just like they're just awful? All right. Extra long. We'll take the yellow. Down here like that. Yes. So, all right. That roof. Yeah, that roof's done. Okay, good. All right. Give me just a moment here. I need to take a real quick break, and we'll be right back. All right, and we're back. Okay, so let's see where that gutter is needing extra cleaning. I do not see where that gutter could possibly need any extra cleaning. Oh, it does have like this little underside, huh? Ah, okay. Right there at the joint. Yep. All right. Yeah, I still say the scissor lift would be a whole lot better if it like acted like an actual scissor lift and like allowed us to drive it rather than get off, pick it up and move it like that. Like oh wait, what is our okay, we are at oh hey, we are up over 5,000. Awesome. Which means we could get the Prime Vista 3000. Or we can hold off for a little ways and just get the Urban X Max. I mean, eventually we'll probably have all of them. Because why not? I hear you, Mr. Cow. I know these people probably aren't taking very good care of you. when you guys built this and you put a small little window that high up, did you not think, hey, how the hell are we going to clean this? It seems kind of short-sighted. Alright, well, we're going to have to drop down here to move that scaffolding anyway, so... What the hell is this pipe even for? Like, that is a weird place to put a pipe. I mean, are you storing grain up in the loft of the barn as well as in the silo? Is your farm doing that well? Yeah, you got some disgruntled beasties. Again, not terribly surprising. This is the gal that was, you know, using monks for free labor. Paid for their temple to be cleaned in hopes that they would come back, provide even more free labor. Harper Shaw. Fellow fans of mystery, anyone got any juicy theories on who might have stolen the merman's gems? I thought you were an archaeologist, not like a reporter. All right. There we go. I'm surprised that the mayor hasn't chimed in saying that the speculation is pointless. You don't need to. We don't want to. You don't need to be working everybody up, Harper. And I'll sue you. Get out of my way for right now. Kind of surprised that we don't have to go inside of this place. All right, now then. We need to hit the tops of this. There we go. All right, I think that's got all of that. Of course, we do have a silo to do still, too. Alright, you know what? Let's get in a bit closer and see if we can't take wider swaths. Sometimes, as House of Pain would say, sometimes you just have to jump around. Cuddy Sarkisson? Yeah, I know exactly who it was. Peter Wrangler, 38 Acacia Avenue. He's always moaning about the Merman hum, plus he owns a great angle cut grinder. I know because he always cutting bricks in his yard. Case closed. That's not a... Jeez. See what you did, Harper? You see what you did? Now you can have everybody at each other's throats. know right where that... Yeah. See? I figured as much. Up the... Thank you. There we go. That's better. Maybe we'll take this guy up. Okay, see, yeah, that pipe on the backside is making even less sense now. Okay, it is a hayloft up here, but hay goes up into the hayloft as bales. So you wouldn't have, like, a pipe leading out. A pipe you would use for, like, corn or soybeans or something that's, you know, something that you can't really bundle up. I'm not entirely sure why there was a pipe on that back end. The joys of living in a farming either in a farming community or farming community adjacent. Down, all the way down, thank you. Right, we may only be able to get through one or two locations today, because this one is just taking a lot of time. But if we can get to the urban, you know, the next urban X, it'll be worth it. I wish they gave you stats on how good the cleaners were, rather than just like, oh hey, this is a medium cleaner, this is a heavy duty cleaner, this is a professional cleaner. Bobby Wicks. Hate to break it to you, Cuddy. Don't think it was Pete, mate. Joe Average. According to the press release, the Merman was guarded 24/7 by a state-of-the-art security force. No way an average Joe could do it. You are the guard. What about someone with access to Sponge Valley tech? Blake Thrust. Persephone Wu, except he disappeared though? Yeah, nobody knows where the hell he is. Also, no average Joe could just take it. This from literally Joe Average. If I remember right, was the security guard that the mayor just happened to save, or quote unquote save, from, you know, having to guard the spot. Like, the naming convention for Joe Average, just, yeah, that's just, I don't know, that doesn't set well. Sounds mighty suspicious to me. okay, so the radio nozzle is a unique one. Yeah, I think we're gonna find out that the security guard, the security guard, Mr. Joe Average, is an alias. I get the feeling that may be Blake Thrust himself. Okay, that is really just as high as this sucker will go, huh? let's see here. All right, we got the doors, the walls, all that stuff. Cool. All right. So honestly, guys, I don't care who stole them, only who gets them back. They were priceless, not to mention scientifically inexplicable. We still have no idea how they work.
At least somebody has her head on straight. Even though she is the one that gave me the nickname Wishy-Washy. I still have not forgiven her for that. I may never forgive her for that. What's worse is that's the official name for the character is Wishy. Like that's what everybody calls him online. That's what I think that's even what the developers refer to him as. Like really? You just hate the guy that much? There we go. Alright, I think that is all of the barn stuff. Now we just need... I think we're just on to the silo and then we'll be done with this. Good gods. Okay. Alright, fine. Speed run. Oh, come on. I did not. All right. My God, this is about on par with the firehouse. Really, I mean, and this one actually really reminds me of the firehouse. Like you had the main you had the main building, and then you had this really tall thing out in the back. The only difference is this doesn't have interiors as well. And the barn wasn't as detailed as the firehouse. Didn't have as many little things to deal with. I mean, I think this officially nails it. It's like, yeah, if we had had the extra long extension at the firehouse, we probably could have gotten the entirety of the practice tower without touching the ladder, without touching the scaffolding. There we go. Oh, sure. Right when I change, then it's like, oh no, never mind, you got it. I can barely see what the hell I'm even doing. Don't worry, Mr. Cow. I'll come and get you too. I don't mind cleaning some bowl. Hell, last time I was out here, I had to clean up your poop. It was all over the temple. All right. actually kind of surprised that we can't see the temple from here. Oh no, we can. There it is. I found it. I was gonna say, I'm like this far out. Like it's like, come on, we we know that the temple's here somewhere. Close enough that the monks will just walk down and work the fields. Can we go over and say hi to the monks? We never actually got to like meet the monks. Of course, the monks don't talk, but then again, nobody talks. Like all of our communication is done via texting, so the monks should be cool with that, right? All right, so we have a corner frame, one of the roof eaves. Oh no, another one of the roof eaves. There we go. Is the other cat like on one of the other cars? Did Squeak run off to join the monks? Hi, Ulysses. Hey, Bubbles. Yeah, we were not far from the farm when we were cleaning the monk's place. I found you, Mr. Gnome. Oh, there he is. Hi, Squeak. All right. Ha! And see, yeah, the monastery, the temple is like right there in the background of all this. Wow. Not sure what I was expecting exactly, but this is incredible. Almost forgot what color. Almost forgot it was this color. I might have to muddy it up a bit, or people won't believe it's a working farm. Just kidding, of course. Fantastic job. All right, give me just another moment, because I need to run to the bathroom again, and we'll be right back.
All right.
Now, we're going to go back to home base real quick because I want to see something. I want to see, well, number one, are there any new pictures or articles or... Here's the thing. Right, we had that one. Right. County Mayor's Savior of Security. Yeah, so head of security was Joe Average at the Merman. And Jefferson the 13th rescued security forces from the side of the Muckingham Merman following unrest after the heist of its precious gemstones. So apparently there was like, people were not happy. They were, there we go. There's the new article. So Jefferson, gerrymandering, more like it. In a sensational new development, new county mayor Jefferson the 13th was literally redrawn the map of Caldera County, placing the world-renowned but now jewelless Muckingham Merman statue within the boundaries of rival town Detergento, whilst depriving local farms of vital access to the Kalama River. It was good news for residents of East Buckington, Bucketon, though, who suddenly found themselves within the fabulous district of Upper Washingham, adding thousands to their property values. I'm not happy, said a resident of Upper Washingham. I am, said one from East Bucketon. So yeah, he has just been like, he is... Oh, see, now we actually have the like a no, you can't shoot that here. So yeah, apparently now that is actually in Detergento, which means that like must cut across. And like probably like this is down straight down there. Yeah. The Park Ranger Adams. I'm already impressed. Not everyone can follow coordinates, you know. In fact, I can name 3 local power washers who can't. To fill you in, after those amazing monuments in the desert turned out to be linked to an ancient aquatic race, it suddenly dawned on us that this monument out in the national park might be linked to them in some way. I don't mind admitting it's currently got me more stumped than the rooted remains of a felled tree, but like all things, it will only reveal itself once clean. All right, so I know the secret, the achievement for this one is the floor is lava. We have to jump from one to the other across without touching the floor. There we go. Now we can just go up the normal way. All right, let's go with just the basic. Doesn't look like the same type material though. Because theirs was all like this bluish stone. What do you think? Any ideas on what it might be yet? Dude, I just started. No, it's too early still. I'll leave you to it. Thank you. Like I said, I can already tell you that it is not the same the same material as all the rest. They had a real flair for blue stone. This might be something entirely different. All right, now let's see if we can't. All right, we cannot hit them from here. All right. We can't hit the carvings. Now these carvings look like they might be kind of the same material, but everything was a lot. But the pacifist stuff was a lot more segmented. These were definitely forest-dwelling people. Yeah, this does not look like anything that the pacifists did. It does look, you know, really old, though. I wonder if it might not be related to the Sasquatches. Like, I'm really curious about this one though. Like, this is of course, knowing them and their panache for subverting expectations. This is just like, this is probably like a Darcy set of sculptures or something fucking nuts like that, right? And whoever it is, they really like trees. Not much to them, is there? Not gonna lie. Was at least hoping for the odd sentence here and there. Still, two ideas spring immediately to mind. Bigfoot? All right, now there's something that might, the big wave is suggestive. Of course, we're assuming that the oceanic life was like the only, you know, the only primitive, highly advanced primitive life in the area. And well, that's not necessarily going to be true. Yeah, see, they're just saying that they're carvings. They're not saying what those carvings are or what they depict. There definitely are trees, waves, and even, gems and jewels, because that one is more of a cut diamond rather than a stylized diamond. It looks like just tree trunks. That's the term I'm looking for. Trunks. Idea 1. We're looking at an ancient form of forest lava. Folks that stand on the columns and try to knock one another off their perches. Goodness knows with what, but if I had a guess, I'd say salmon. A 30-pound salmon would knock anyone off their perch. Why salmon? Like, why specifically a salmon? You guys are not helping your cause when people say, hey, this place is weird. I mean, those were kind of an ancient ritual of warriors is, hey, to truly understand balance, you have to stand on this precarious place and somebody will, and fight to knock one another off. But I seriously doubt they use a 30-pound salmon. Or salmon of any weight, really. Alright, there we go. Boop, boop, boop. Hey, Ulysses. Where's the kiddos? There's Squeak. Rolling around and stuff. You said you had 3 different ideas. That's only 1. What are your other 2? Heat just came on. Didn't realize it was getting that cold tonight, but alright. Not surprising. Dia 2. It's a practice table for some kind of primitive parkour. Remember, these were merfolk, so presumably much more flexible than us. Their omega-3 levels must have been through the roof. Oh, that's understandable, Moon Mage. Don't worry about it. We are on to, to the circle, which they're assuming this guy's trying to link it with the the pacifists. And while there are some like sea-like symbols, there's also a lot of trees, which the pacifists didn't really deal with. Like, they were ocean-faring peoples. Of course, I don't know how much of this was, you know, used to be underwater. How much of this area used to be underwater back in the day. Also, we did find out via a news article that apparently the gerrymandering went far beyond just the farm. Like, the Muckingham Merman is now technically part of Detergento's township. Part of Bucketon is now part of Washingham, which, you know, the residents of Washingham are not particularly a fan of this change. I mean, the people of Bucketon are quite happy with it because it like improved the value of their homes quite a lot. I also checked to make sure, and yes, the chief of security was Joe Average. The person that the mayor saved after the theft and people started like getting uppity and stuff. All right, you know what? We're gonna take our floor cleaner. Give it a little whirl about. Or would that be swirl? I mean, since it's a swirl force. I'm kind of surprised that some of these markings didn't come away. Like, they look like they're just like they're just your average blue paint. Let's make sure we got all the floor slabs. Wait a second. We've got an arch pediment. Ah, I see where it is. There we go. Deputy Warden Indeed has bagged us a bargain rock climbing park, but gosh darn it, not even a tree frog would want to climb this in its current condition. Can you come clean? All right, fine. I've been impersonating a dozen different power washing companies. Oh, wait, you weren't talking about that, were you? Right. So yeah, apparently it was like nothing. I'm sorry, wait a second. What was that beside the... I want to replay that. Because I want to watch right here. Yeah, like, there was a ghost of me there. Well, it doesn't look like there's much to it after all, but it looks great clean just the same. Thanks for your help, Peak Cleaning. That's not the name of... It's Powerwash Services. So yeah, as far as I can tell, like, this line now extends through to here. So like all of this is Detergento. Here, Washingham, some of like maybe like this line down, and all of this stuff is now part of Bucketon, or now part of Washingham. Of course, the farm is now part of wait, was it Pumpton that it was part of? That she was complaining they're now part of? We can see the... Yeah, so sensational new development. Literally redrawn the map of Caldera County, placing the world-renowned but now jewelless Buckingham Merman statue within the boundaries of the rival town Detergento, whilst depriving local farms of vital access to the Kalakalamah River. It was good news for the residents of East Buckington, though, who suddenly found themselves within the salubrious district of Upper Washingham, adding thousands to their property values. "I'm not happy," said a resident of Upper Washingham. "I am," said one from East Buckington. And yeah, it was head of security Joe Average. Which, again, that just sounds really, yeah. Ah, there's the kitties at the stone ring. Dirty kitty, dirty kitty. So yeah, we're filling out we're filling out this wall and that wall quite a bit. But yeah, I'm kind of wondering, so yeah, with the whole, the city, the city and stuff, the city's changing and stuff. I can't help but wonder if he's trying to like make sure that Muckingham doesn't win. But we'll go into the Climbing Rock Park and we'll get our pictures for tomorrow. As if the Spring Festival wasn't enough, DG, the powers that be at Muckingham Council have gone all in on this newfangled Town of the Year competition and asked us to increase the availability of fitness resources within the recreational grounds. I did suggest that a cessation of lawn cutting would increase friction and provide cost-free resistance training, but to no avail. But the Deputy Warden, Indy, nudged me hard on the shoulder and showed me something extraordinary on their handheld picture slab. A complete outdoor climbing gym available for an absolute steal. This should keep the outdoorasaurs busy. All right, we have enough at least to buy the Urban X Max. And at least the medium length rod. Yeah, we should probably keep okay, we'll sell everything but the detergent. So we've got the medium and the long, which works. All right, let's get our pictures. Right, I bet we have the abseiling swing now. Don't we? Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like with this, yeah, we would, that would be very advantageous. All right, so let's come in here. Let's say always off. Urban Max. Good grief.
There we go. And we'll come up here and we'll get like a really good shot of this. There we go. All right. So yeah, that's where going to be where we end for tonight. As always, thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new here, don't forget to prod that subscribe button. If you want to be kept up to date of when we go live and stuff like that, make sure to ring the bell, but also check out the social media links down below. That's our Facebook page, our Twitter account, our Tumblr account, our Blue Sky account, and the permanent invite for our Discord server, where I try to make sure to notify you guys of when we go live and stuff like that. For example, tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Time, we are going to be back with more out of the Outer Worlds 2, now that we're past the prologue. And then that following midnight, we'll be back with more Powerwash Simulator 2. All that so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Cheerio!